Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Denby High teacher dies. The Denby High School in Clarendon has been plunged into mourning following the passing of social studies and English literature teacher Everton Aniki. Everton fell ill sometime last week, reporters understand. Past students and friends have been paying tribute on social media. Everton is the 12th educator to have died since May 11. Person of interest in killing of mom, 4 children held in Trelawney. The person of interest in the savage killing of a Clarendon mother and her 4 children is now in the custody of the Trelawney police. 23-year-old Russian Barnett, believed to be the cousin of the deceased, was held in the Northwest Jamaica Parish Tuesday evening. Kimisha Wright and her 4 children, 15-year-old Kamina Smith, 10-year-old Shimaru Smith, 5-year-old Kafana Smith, all girls, and her 23-month-old son, Shane Henry, were found with their throats slashed on Tuesday morning at their home in Chapelton, Clarendon. The mass killing sent shockwaves across the country. Savagery. Some children at Below All Age School suffered fainting spell on hearing that 2 of their schoolmates, 10-year-old Shamari Smith and her 5-year-old sister Kafana, were among the family of 5 whose bodies were found with their throats slashed on Tuesday morning at their home at Cocopies in quiet community of Chapelton, Clarendon. Principal Nadine Gayle Little said the tragedy is having an overwhelming impact on students and administrators. In fact, school postponed the second day of end-of-year examinations. We saw our students fainting one after the other, asthma attack, panic attacks. We had to be giving first aid. We had to be physically supporting them. Their legs just could not sustain them, Gayle Little told reporters hours after the news of the savagery emerged. I am impressed also that young children at their age, or especially at the grade 4, 5, and 6 levels, we would see the students taking on the role of supporting each other, Gayle Little told reporters after a prayer session with representatives from the Jamaica Teachers Association, Education Ministry, Child Protection and Family Services Agency, and educators from other schools. Some had to be fanning, some had to be holding up others, even while they were sitting on a chair, because they were overwhelmed with grief. The babies too were traumatized. There was just a ripple effect, one after the other, she added. The other deceased have been identified as siblings 15-year-old Kimani Smith and 23-month-old Kishane Henry, along with their mother, who is said to be in her 30s. According to the Commissioner of Police, Major General Anthony Anderson, who was at the scene about 7:50 a.m., police were alerted that a family member went to a house and found the mother and her children dead. The team immediately went down there to see what was happening because this is unusual for this community. This is not a place where you have a lot of violence in Clarendon, he said, noting that the 5 appeared to have been killed with sharp implements. The constable's information arm, the Corporate Communications Unit, named 23-year-old Russian Barrett, otherwise called Jet, or Nick, as person of interest in the matter. The murder is resulted in heavy build-up of traffic in the community, which was not cleared until midday as commuters, residents, and family members looked on in sadness. Loud cries were heard from the crowd each time one of the bodies was removed from the house by undertakers. The father of the 23-month-old, who is also a soldier, was observed from being consoled by his colleagues while Kimisha's mother, Gwendolyn Wright McKnight, cried profusely. Everybody dead in the house, my one daughter, my grandchildren, me can't manage it. Wright McKnight cried repeatedly as she was comforted by Minister of Education and Youth, Favour Williams. The Education Minister expressed shock at the incident. I'm speechless. I am without words right now as to what happened here this morning. How could anyone contemplate killing 4 children and a mother, including a baby? She said. The whole community is in mourning. I was with the mother for a while, and once I got here, her grief and her sorrow, you could feel it. It is horrible. This is not the Jamaica that we want, and we have to send a very strong message to those who contemplate and then do these brutal acts on our children, she said. The children's uncle, who had discovered their bodies about 7:30 a.m., said, "To tell you the truth, me just know me go in and stumble upon somebody. My little niece and nephew. I didn't even see the mother because she did under the bed." The great-granduncle of the 23-month-old said that he was in shock. "Me out here from morning. Me can't even cry. Such a little boy. When him see me, him always bump me fist, he said. Kamisha's brother, 32-year-old Oral O'Brien Riley, said he had heard that the man had been sought by the police was upset with his sister about an issue. Residents described Kamisha, who was affectionately called Reds, and the children as good people. Me ball, me ball, me ball. From my yard, come straight up here. Kimisha usually work with my niece. She's a very nice lady. As I said Reds, she just laughed, one resident reported. Another said the mother was a good girl. Her children are really bright, so ambitious. Was looking forward to them to be a nurse and doctor. Gayle to assist Jamaica's tourism promotion in Asian market. The Minister of Tourism says it intends to capitalize on the popularity of explosive West Indies and Jamaican opener batsman turned reggae artist Gayle in making inroads in the huge but untapped Asian market. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett said that Gayle, being one of only 4 players to have scored 2 triple centuries in Test cricket, has not only made a name for himself on the world stage, but has emerged as an iconic figure and one of the most well-known sportsmen throughout all of Asia. Gayle is certainly a huge asset to Jamaica and a central figure in the engagement of Asians, particularly Indians, Bartlett said. When you call his name in India, it is magic. So whatever important values he brings to this engagement, however, it can enhance Jamaica's presence in that market. That is something we are not about to pass on, he said. I just want to say that Asia is the next frontier for us, and we have already started working in India, and we have an agent in India. We will be calling on Chris, as we know that he's an icon in the cricket space in that beautiful country, he added. The tourism minister said that Asia, including the Middle East, is one of the newest markets that the Jamaica Tourist Board, JTB, has been pursuing, adding that we will not be shying away using some of our iconic weapons such as Gayle to assist us with our marketing. It is something we have at our disposal, something that few of our competitors have, global stars with huge international followers. Gayle's venture into music and the fact that Asia is one of his main target markets can only mean great things for our music, culture and tourism, the minister noted. The Asian market has been growing exponentially and has taken renewed interest. The largest continent in the world with a population of 4.5 billion people, Asia is diversely rich in people, culture and resources. The technological boom, the decline in poverty, and the rise in income levels has made the Asian market attractive. Bartlett's endorsement of Gayle, who now plays most T20 cricket, comes at a time when the self-styled Universal Boss will be a feature act on a compilation album titled The Tropical House Cruise to Jamaica, the Asian Edition. The album, which will be promoted heavily in Asia, is set for release on June 24 and features international acts such as R&B singer Jason, King, Alistair, Lady Marco, Gentle Morgan Heritage, Sasha Didon, rapper Redman, and Lawrence Hill. For his part, Gayle, in a recent interview at the release of his new single, Gimme Your Love, said he is not only thrilled to be making the transition from cricket to music, but feels the foray into Asia's market is a win-win for both himself and Jamaica. I am so excited about the new single and to be featured with these great icons on this equally exciting new album. It is true that I have a name and a huge following in Asia, having done very well in the Indian Premier League over the years. Not only will this album be promoting our music in Asia, but will also be pushing the Jamaican brand, and which will make it easier to market our tourism product, he said. Meanwhile, multi-award winner producer Sean Contractor Edwards said that Gayle's association with the album will guarantee huge record sales in the Asian marketplace and provide a major boost for the local tourism industry. Jamaicans urged to brace for above normal temperatures this summer. Stay cool and keep hydrated. That's the advice the Meteorology Service of Jamaica has for Jamaicans ahead of a summer expected to record high temperatures. According to information obtained by reporters from the Meteorological Service of Jamaica, the seasonal overlook for the period June to August 2022 indicates that temperatures across Jamaica are projected to be above normal. It is projected that there is some 50% chance of above normal temperatures, while the likelihood of below normal and normal temperatures are each 25%. Summer officially begins on Tuesday, June 21. During the period June to September, the weather is usually dominated by high-pressure systems across the region, coupled with the frequent plume of Saharan dust and associated dry air that persists across the tropical North Atlantic Ocean and sections of the Caribbean, including Jamaica. Although the dry air associated with the Saharan air layer often suppresses rainfall activities, the reverse is greater presence of dust and haze skies, as well as warmer temperatures, the Met Service explained. Explaining 9 stations across the island since 2020, data from the Met Service reveal that Chartwood in St. Andrew has recorded the highest temperature so far this year, 36.5 degrees Celsius on May 25th. The good news is that this is lower than the temperatures recorded in 2020 and 2021. However, the Met Service said that if the past 2 years provide an indication of what is happening during the upcoming summer period, warmer temperatures should be expected in the coming months. The analysis also indicated that Bengal Farm in St. Anne recorded some of the highest temperatures from that station in 2021, including a high of 38.6 degrees Celsius in July. The 3 stations that recorded the highest temperature reading between 2020 and 2021 are Bengal Farm, Chartwood, and Santa Cruz in St. Elizabeth. With the country anticipating higher temperatures this summer, the Met Service is encouraging Jamaicans to plan to stay cool and hydrated and be mindful of the needs of the young and the elderly. It added that the public should also keep up to date with the local weather forecast as it relates to the 2022 Atlantic hurricane season. An above normal average season is expected. Predictions from the Climate Prediction Center of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration estimate 14 to 21 named storms, of which 6 to 10 are expected to become hurricanes and 3 to 6 expected to become major hurricanes. The Met Service is therefore encouraging Jamaicans to do the necessary activities to prepare for the hurricane season as directed by ODPEM, the municipal corporations, and other disaster prevention agencies. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.